So functions can also be represented by an equation or a rule. So an equation or a rule. The equation will generate ordered pairs. And everybody knows what ordered pairs are. That's your x and your y. By taking an input. Input is your x. That results in a certain output. Output is your y. The graph of an equation is a set of all of its orders. I cannot talk. The graph of an equation is a set of all of its ordered pairs, which often forms a line or a curve. So basically, you shouldn't have anything broken apart whenever you're doing this. And what is below is this thing called a function machine. And that used to be big, like whenever I was your all's age. They don't focus on that as much anymore. But you think of a function like a machine that takes an x value and produces a y value. So the x value is called the independent variable. And that means the y is then called the dependent variable. And the reason why the y is the dependent, it depends on what the x is to get the answer. So like y'all would kind of be like the y. You still depend on your families. I don't think any of y'all have moved out. So you have, okay, my bad. So yeah. Anybody have questions about that? Anybody still copying that? Okay, this is crazy easy. So there's multiple different ways you could do this. You could just do math, like plug in each one of these values into the equation and get the answer. So like put -5 in for x. If we put -5 in for x, what would -5 plus 4 be?
-1.
-1. If you put -4 in for x, what would -4 plus 4 be? 0. -2 in for x? 2. And 0 in for x.
4.
Anybody have questions on how we got that?
Nope.
Okay, you are going to plot your points and then draw a line to connect them. So I'm going to pass out rulers.
Do I had it for what I'm doing?
What?
I had it for, yeah, no. This is the number.
Huh?
Oh, my bad.
All right. So yeah, plot the points and then connect the dots. So -5, -1, -4, 0, -2, 2, and 0, 4. All right. Then on number 2, I would use Desmos since there's a fraction. And let me show you something with Desmos. So you could type in 3/4, 3 divided by 4, press the right arrow, and that is where your x, that's where your x value is. So whenever you plug in the x value, you do put parentheses around it. So we'll type in -4, and then -2. So you get -5. So that would be the first one. This is what's cool about Desmos. So if you already have that typed in, you can just put your finger, or if you're using a Chromebook, just get your, now my fingers are being stupid. Just get the cursor over here and go to the number and just delete that. Leave the parentheses and now put in the next x value. So that one's was 0 in. We'll make it -2. Then delete that, put in 4, that makes it 1. Delete that, put in 8, that makes it 4. So with Desmos, it's really easy to use the same equation over and over again because you just retype it. Just change that one thing. Does that make sense? Pretty easy?
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
So yeah, now you get negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, negative 2. Or wait, 0, negative 2. That'd be here. 4, 1. And then 8, 4. Now 8, 4 obviously is not going to fit on here. If you have ones that don't fit on here, we already know the general direction it's going to go, so you don't have to put the 8, 4 on there. Okay, just because I'm recording this, I want to flip over to the back real quick. But does everybody have that?
Yeah.
All right. On this one, it says, given each function domain, find the range values. So what you're going to do on here, you're going to kind of do what we did up here. You're going to make a table, except your table is going to look a little different. So this is how I want y'all to write your tables for this. So put your x values. Your x values are 4, 6, and 8. This middle part, I want you to put the equation, y equals x minus 5. And then this part, I want you to put the y's, the range. So what I want you to do here in this middle section, show me what you're plugging in each time. So here would be y equals 4 minus 5. Here would be y equals 6 minus 5. And here would be y equals 8 minus 5. So what does that mean our range is going to be for this one? What's 4 minus 5?
-1.
Negative 1. What's 6 minus 5?
1,
8 minus 5?
3.
And what you could do, since it says a range, just circle this last column after you're done. That way I know that's what you're focusing on. That's all you got to do. Anybody have questions? Okay.